70.
Only on Q13 tonight, we have learned a controversial incentive program designed to reward officers for enforcing the click it or ticket law. The more tickets you wrote, the more toy cars you got. It's one of the state's busiest intersections. And that is one of the state's busiest officers. Last summer, Bellevue PD's Michael Chu wrote 600 seatbelt tickets, more than anyone else in Western Washington.
I've always written seatbelt tickets. That's, to me, one of the most important tickets I write.
That made him eligible for the Washington Traffic Safety Commission's Seatbelt Model Car Incentive Program. Here's how it worked. For 3 months last summer, officers who wrote at least 40 seatbelt tickets could get one of these, a custom-painted 6-inch replica of their police car. For every 100 tickets written by a department, they'd get a $1,000 bonus to buy new traffic safety equipment. The commission likened its incentive program to a business trying to motivate employees.
So we're trying to change the officers' behavior, and we're trying to change the driving public's behavior and getting them to buckle up.
If it motivated the officers to go out there and dedicate more of their time toward traffic safety, then it achieved its goal.
But critics say the incentive program for officers raises an ethical question.
Did they write those tickets based solely because they thought they're going to get a toy? You know, I get a ticket, you get a toy. You know, is that what we want to do? We want toys for cops?
Roy Ruffino is a former police officer spearheading the Click It or Stick It campaign.
I don't think that it's right that police officers receive something of value other than their paycheck.
We don't think there's anything wrong, and there have been studies done around the nation about the difference between an officer giving a warning for a violation as opposed to a ticket. That's what changes people's behavior. The money coming out of the pocket and given to whoever is what makes the difference in people. It's one of the things that makes a major difference in people's behavior.
Still, our state's largest law enforcement agency, the Washington State Patrol, chose not to participate in the program. WSP officials say appreciation for doing your job is enough incentive. Captain Glenn Kramer tells Q13, quote, "This is what we get paid to do, and the public expects us to do it well." The 60 police agencies who did participate submitted more than 17,000 tickets, totaling more than $173,000. Then there's the cost of the model cars, each sporting a $60 price tag.
We're going to be close to $200,000 by the time everything's said and done.
Is it worth it?
It's definitely worth it. If a life gets saved in the midst of that, is $200,000 worth it? I'd say so.
In fact, the Traffic Safety Commission says during that time there were 7% fewer traffic fatalities than average statewide.
If that is going to change people's behavior so that someone's loved one is home today that maybe would not have been home because of that, I think it's a success.
This is starting to erode, support for police officers because they're being forced, I think, perhaps, into writing these tickets.
Some people are very difficult to satisfy. They always will find fault in any type of program. What you need to do with this is either bring it in or mail it in within 15 days. Most people.
As for the incentive program itself, the Traffic Safety Commission says it has no plans to continue it and that it's constantly reevaluating new ways to motivate officers. Before the new law and the model car incentive program, seatbelt compliance in our state was 83%. Now Washington boasts a 93% compliance rate. That is the highest in the country. Roy Ruffino, for his part, says wearing your seatbelt should be an individual's choice, not the law.